Hello and welcome to the GosuCup qualifier. This is number 3. There have been 2 before. There's another one coming up later, but this is the first match for tonight, this morning, wherever you are around the world. It is still your first match. Myself, Tobi Kenobi here on behalf of CyberGamer TV, going to take you through the match as your host. Joining me from Singapore is a man who will give us that little bit of intellectual knowledge into the game. It is Shadowcoust. Mate, we decided to jump in a little bit fast into this game. We saw it come up. We both got excited. I'm pretty sure you're excited. Okay. Tell us who the teams are.
Excited.
Tell us who the teams are.
The teams are YG from I don't really know what country against DT. Wait, why is his name still DTS Art Style? Against Navi anyway. But his nick is still DTS Art Style, and I nearly said DTS.
Yes, well, you could almost mistake it. They do actually have 2 of the boys from the lineup of DTS. Obviously not flying under that tag anymore, but they will because their arena accounts will all be under that one, and that's why they're appearing as that for this match. Let's have a look into the lineup here. So just to actually clarify as well who's on what side, YG is the Sentinel, Navi is the Scourge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Am I right? I'm right. I think I'm right.
Nope. You're right.
Yes,
but
awesome.
My stream seems to have stopped.
Mine has also done exactly the same thing. Oh, guys, if you did this to us, I am going to be very, very angry. No, we're moving. Game cache.
We're moving. Yay.
Yeah, it just buffered for a second. All right, let's run ourselves through the bands for everyone out there. We've got Pugner, Batrider, as well as Morphling being removed. Ancient Apparition, Clockwork Goblin, as well as Enigma have also been removed. Just a quick reminder as well, this is the new version. We're in 6.70C, I believe it actually is. So all the new heroes are here. I think they're all been auto-banned. But the new changes are actually in place. So that means the buyback 4-minute cooldown is actually there in place as well. So those late buyback games we will also be seeing very, very little of. And then we come for a bit of a lag from Xbox. Yeah, just stop that, dude. Just stop lagging. It's alright. This is only the draft mode, so he'll be fine. He's not one of the main boys doing it, so they can actually do it up again later. But yes, basically, so all the new changes are actually in there. So far into the lineup, we do see coming up, and he actually just drops from the game there too. YG picked up ES, Shadow Fiend, as well as the Crystal Maiden. None of those heroes actually having any changes to them, I don't think, for this version. Pulling over to Art Styles, the captain of Navi, he's actually picked up VS, Windrunner, as well as, most interestingly, we actually see
Weaver.
Yeah, the I'm about to say Nibirian Assassin, Nibirian Weaver. Is actually in the lineup. Wow, this is just like so much lag. They're all going useless bot. I would have thought they would have actually tested this one beforehand, but obviously not. But still, interesting to actually see Weaver coming out of the lineup. Obviously, he got worked, what, 4 patches ago, 5 patches ago? I'm talking versions. When obviously he got changed around a little bit with his abilities. I can't remember all the changes. I know he now has Scarab Beetles, which of course do a little bit of a pop on silence. And
I think Scarab Beetles got taken, was removed and placed on Neribin Assassin, but now he has that thing that reduces your armor and takes about a few hits to remove.
That's actually true. That's right. He has the wave, the Weaver wave.
Yes, whatever you call that, man. Yeah,
that actually flies out. Yeah, we're gonna call it the Weaver wave at least. We're gonna make up names for Ice Frog, the Weaver wave.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, we'll go with it. Coming into more bands, Invoker being removed as well as Alchemist. Invoker is one of those heroes which he seems to got this bit of fear around him through the new version. Everyone just goes basically he's just like the best hero if you want a turtle. He just lock everything down.
Yes, he has a huge shitload of spells, and if used correctly in the correct hands of players who have the capabilities such as Art Style and Dandy, Invoker can be very, very deadly.
Yeah.
We have also seen Invoker gone wrong with a couple of teams such as Nirvana China and LGD, where they've drafted these heroes and they've screwed it up. So it's quite a risky hero to pick.
Yeah, it definitely is, and well, if you do have the skills, then you go nuts for it. If not, well, yeah. Anyway, they removed it, and we also see Visage and Witch Doctor being removed here, so just removing out one of the last little squishy little intel carries they can possibly have. R-Styles removing that from the field. Interesting to actually see that too, considering he's actually both teams. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that the YG's going to be pretty happy with their lineup at the moment. Like, they've got themselves ES and CM. two support heroes, they can still go their 3 carry build if they wanted to, or like they still have a couple of options open for them. But like Art Style, look at his lineup. He's got himself Vengeful Spirits, obviously Commandor is going to be on top of that one, Windrunner, then you got the Weaver as well. Every single one of them ranged, I should also point out. But you just go, maybe they're lacking a little bit more on the support side of things, like DTS. Do they really want to be banning out all these heroes? Or are they just worried about that early burst damage that can come out from a Windrunner tri-lane? They're still going to have to deal with damage as we see Dwarven Sniper being picked up for number 4. Who really actually has been, like, Drow Ranger seems to be a thing of the past now that our Dwarven Sniper is like, oh yeah, he can do so much damage. We saw him do that at SMM. And everyone's just like, you know what, Drow Ranger, love you, but I'm leaving you.
Yeah, man, Dwarven Sniper has a great ulti that can hurt a lot early game, and the fact that he is generally a hero that can play very safe. If you look at the tri-lane that I think YG might want to pull off, is that they may have the Dwarven Sniper with the Earthshaker and the Crystal Maiden. That will form a very, very defensive lineup. It's not going to be easy to go in there and try to kill any of them. Earthshaker and Crystal Maiden are both very, very innately defensive heroes. As in, okay, you're not going to be able to pull off easy kills with them, but it's generally difficult for the enemy to kill you back. And Dwarven Sniper with the Shrapnel, which is now renamed Scattershot again, makes him a bitch to hunt down.
Yeah.
You get slowed. You know, you just can't move through that AoE off the Scattershot, and it hurts over time.
Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing how he actually gets himself in a position too, because the scatter shot, it obviously slows down the movement of anyone who's actually caught inside it. But Earthshaker's going to love that to bits, because then he can just move himself into a better position, throw down the fissure exactly where he wants it, and CM can also help out too. She's got the frost, so you've literally got 2 slows. One does consistent damage, one does the burst damage. Obviously, you have the consistent damage of the shrapnel, and then CM with her Nova, which also got buffed up about 2 patches ago, so it does a little touch more damage. And they actually pick up, wow, this has been a freaking long time since I've seen a Warlock picked up as a 5th pick. We did see Artstar pick up a Lich into a 4th. But I want to remind everyone too, the GosuCup qualifiers are all best of 1. Every single match is a best of 1. So if you lose, you're out. That's it. There is no second chance. It's so a lot of these guys, they can try a strat, which they have worked, they have tried, they know this is awesome. And if they get you on the draft, or if they get you on the play, or you make one stupid mistake, you'll find yourself out the GosuCup. And even a team like NV, who actually has Navi, who actually has the experience behind them, they can find themselves out of this tournament before they even realise it. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, what the hell just happened? We got rolled in 1 match. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's very true, Toby. We have seen it happen a lot, and very, very often. I mean, there are games where, like in the RGC, there was this one round that I was shoutcasting with Sin. The very first game between Nirvana China and DTS, when Nirvana China got steamrolled so badly because they just weren't prepared for what DTS had. And then they were like, okay guys, luckily this is a best of 3, and we have another 2 rounds and we can make up for it. And they won it though. But luckily it was a best of 3, but if it's like you said, a best of 1, they would have been out. So I'm not really sure what Navi is looking forward to doing here, because I think Nerubian Weaver he's a hero that, as an invisibility based hero, he is very reliant on that Sukuchi, but a Dust or what will work just as well as any Invis hero, and it can really, really hurt him.
Yeah, that it can, but of course,
and it's not,
you got to keep your eyes open. Like, I'm actually more worried about him at the moment, because there's a lot of AoE spells which can come out, so even if he is Invis and he tries to run himself away, a couple of well-placed races, the Shrapnel shot to slow him down, the Nova Blast can come out too. It's really going to be hard to actually go out, as I'm seeing game holder due to a lack of data, and so full cachet, thank you. As we're still waiting for the 5th to actually come out from DTS. They're up from DTS. Oy vey, we're going to be doing this a hell of a lot tonight. From Navi, waiting for the 5th pick to actually come out. And he doesn't have much time left. There's only 13 seconds left on the clock for him to actually pick this last one up. And I think he's right to. And Spectra. Spectra, who actually had his reflect damage actually reworked as well. That happened 2 patches ago. This was before 6.70 actually came out, I think. But still, that's going to be something which is you got to keep in mind as we're going into this game now too. Spectra isn't the carry she used to be, or he, or whatever sort of ghostly spirit you can actually class him as. But it's just one of those heroes which you got to get farm on. You've got to give the support to. I'm just wondering how effective a Spectra is actually going to be.
Yeah, the thing is they reworked Dispersion on Spectra in this particular version, but on the whole I feel it's actually more of enough. Now the fact that Spectre has to be really, really close to you for Dispersion to hit its maximum damage, because it's based on the range that Spectre is away from his current target, and based on that range, the damage will be proportional. So if he's really far away, you get like really, really little damage from Dispersion. Whereas if it's like next to you, then yeah, it deals a lot of damage. So I don't really know. I don't like Spectre in the new version.
Yeah, I kind of miss the old version of Spectre, but then again, I'm also a classic boy. I miss the old version of Dirge. Give me those zombie armies. Malik has just reminded me of like playing my Necromancer from Guild Wars. It was great. And we do actually have the call saying the game will be coming up pretty soon.